See, when I was coming up in ministry, there were times God will move me to spend my last money to travel to Lagos just to attend a conference. I come for the conference, sometimes not about the message, sometimes not the impartation. Just look around so that you can enlarge your capacity. And you come for these conferences, you are sitting down, a German is sitting by your right, a Filipino person is sitting by your left. You just sit among many nationalities. The first thing that will happen to you is that skin color is not anything at all. Deliverances will be happening without prayer. You will enter an auditorium. You will see 30,000 seater capacity. And everywhere will be so decorated with excellence, you can't find fault anywhere. That's why some of us, when we press for excellence, we were impregnated with it. It's just showing you. The other time we went for a meeting with Reverend Chris, people came from 95 nations for a leaders meeting that they registered. This is not open meeting. Registered 95 nations. And they stopped registration after a week or two. There were nations where people came with chartered jets. And the man shows up. You will think he will kill himself today. And he's just talking. You know, the Lord is with you. He's not even moved that people. I'm like, what is this? See, he knows what he carries. I'm telling you, there is not, all of you that came from Australia, stand up, from Africa. Relax. I don't need to prove any point. We minister to a nation. We minister to a generation. Our scope is global. He knows. So much awareness. Because the mind has been developed. So developed, they are not moved. And then sometimes they select a few people and then he walks out. You never catch him sweating as I'm sweating. People will line up from different nations. That's why the first time I ministered to white people, it didn't appear as if it was anything. I've seen it. I'm not moved. There's no crowd you take me to that I shake. The only thing that shakes me when I go to preach is when a patriarch is seated. Because of the reverence. Put me before 1 million people, I will come out like a brutal lion. I've seen multitudes. Sir. It's not because I had an institution. I saw people who had it. God carried us. We just went to see. And then you are shaking people from different places. And then when these meetings were over, we now went to talk to the stars, senior ministers, snapping with them more than 10 years ago. So people that you saw in TV, you were relating with them normal. So TV means nothing. When we started the TV ministry, ask them, I don't have a decoder in my house to watch it. It's not a big deal. You have outgrown it even before you reach there. Mind has been enlarged. That's why we can't misbehave in influence. No. We have conquered influence before we arrived. Why do you think you find some people, little influence God gives them? The whole of their nakedness is on the internet. They can't manage it because they have not built capacity. In Ephesians 3:20, it says God is able to do exceeding abundantly above all you ask or think, according to the power that works in you. So even God will not be able to do in a man that has no power within. That's why he told Abraham, Genesis 13:14, lift up thy eyes. As far as you can see is the far I can give. That means what you can't conceive, you can't have. Even if God were with you. So one of the channels for manifesting dominion, if you don't see yourself as able to take a city, if you like, pray every day for 10 hours. Your church can't grow more than 20. Some of you are doing business. You think your business is all around Wuye. You will never go anywhere. You must conceive nations. You are sewing clothes. You have to see orders coming from Italy. That's when you can affect it. You are doing real estate. You think you will only buy land in Abuja. You have not seen yourself buying lands in Dubai. You can't be a force in your generation. You must conceive it in the mind. This is one of the reasons we have mentors. They help you see possibilities. When I started ministry, they told me, let's get black cutting. I said, black what? I'm not against small beginning, but small have variation. The child of an ant is small. The child of an elephant is also small. But there are different kinds of small. What is black cutting for what? In 2022? Come on, what do you mean? I'm telling you, hear this. Some of you, before the month of March, You will be shocked where God will put you. Why do you think one of the biggest attacks of Satan is to blind the minds of men? Because if you can't see, even God can't help you. As far as your eyes can see is what I can give you. I'm able to do to the degree of the power that worketh in your thoughts and in your words. See, before this year is over, some of you will start companies that will go global. Before this year is over, some of you will achieve feats that nobody in your lineage has achieved. Before this year is over, some of you will break out of limitations that nobody in your state has broken out of. If you can see it, you can have it. How do you think some of us started collecting crutches from people? I watched some of these men. They did this thing with too much ease. I sat there until the thing rubbed off on me. So I go for meetings, I collect them. And some of the people that work with me here, they are also collecting them. When you see, you can become. He said, what manner of love has the Father bestowed upon us? He said, for he has called us the sons of God. He said, it does not yet appear what we shall be like. He said, when we shall see him. What do you think? Satan is fighting your mind, putting pornography from morning till night. He is blocking it. Peter said, he wages war against your soul. You reign from your mind. Anything that has made you small in your mind, I break it now. Anything that has incubated impossibilities in your mind, I break it now. Ask my leaders, they will tell you. When I gave them the design of the building I saw, they started shouting. We don't have the money yet, but we don't have to pay for what we imagine. I'm not paying for my imagination, so I can imagine anything and everything. So long as I'm on the altar, even my thoughts are guided. Some of you, hear me, some of you act as if you pay for your imagination. You can't as much as see yourself in a car. Some of you, the farthest place you have traveled to in your life is Lagos. You can't as much as see yourself in Benin Republic or Ghana. Some of you, the highest thing you have seen God use you do is to sit with 20 people and you are preaching and you are preaching. You have never seen yourself raise the dead. You have never seen yourself shut down stadium. Ask them, I tell them, very soon, all our meetings will be in stadiums. The people doing it, how many heads do they have? The Bible said the righteous is as bold as a lion. See, there's an anointing here breaking the gene of smallness. The gene. Some of you inherited it from your bloodline. Some of you inherited it from a curse. I come by the anointing. Everything stopping you, everything limiting you, I command them to break now.